Imagine this. You're in a room, talking to someone, and you start noticing the subtle ways she interacts with you. Her lingering glances, the soft touch on your arm, the way she remembers the smallest details about your life. Could she be secretly attracted to you? Today we're breaking down the 7 signs that show when a woman is quietly drawn to you. These aren't just random behaviors. They're backed by psychology and body language, giving you insight into her true feelings. So stick around, because knowing these subtle signs could completely transform how you see your social interactions. Ready? Let's dive in. Sign number 1, the lingering glance. One of the clearest and most telling signs that a woman might be secretly attracted to you is through something as simple, yet as powerful, as a lingering glance. This isn't your average passing look. This is when her eyes lock onto yours, and instead of quickly looking away, she holds your gaze for a moment longer than what's typical. This gaze often comes with a certain intensity, almost as if she's trying to see beyond the surface and connect with you on a deeper, more intimate level. Eye contact is one of the oldest forms of communication, predating language itself. It's primal, instinctive, and can convey feelings that words often fail to express. When a woman holds your gaze, it's not just about attraction. It's about curiosity, intrigue, and a desire to understand you more fully. This lingering look can also create an almost magnetic pull, where the connection feels stronger simply because she's inviting you to hold her gaze in return. Psychologists have discovered that prolonged eye contact often heightens emotional intimacy between people. It signals engagement and attentiveness, both of which are key when it comes to feelings of attraction. It's the gateway to deeper interaction, like an unspoken invitation to know more. And it doesn't stop there. When someone is truly attracted, the body responds in fascinating ways. Their pupils dilate, their focus narrows, and they become more attuned to the person they're looking at. These subtle physiological responses show that when her gaze lingers, it's not just a choice. Her body is reacting to her attraction to you. But this isn't the only nonverbal way a woman may show her interest. Eye contact is just the beginning. What happens when she starts to make physical contact? That's where things get even more interesting. So, here's the sign number 2. The subtle touch. If you thought the lingering glance was powerful, wait until you notice how a subtle touch can convey even more. A touch, no matter how brief or light, can often speak volumes about a person's feelings. When a woman gently brushes her hand against yours, playfully taps your shoulder, or casually touches your arm in conversation, these small physical gestures carry significant meaning. They're not accidents. They are deliberate ways for her to break down the physical barriers between you two. Human beings are wired to respond to touch. It's one of the most effective tools for building emotional and physical connection. A subtle touch can communicate feelings of comfort, safety, and closeness, things that are essential when it comes to attraction. The fact that she feels comfortable enough to reach out and make contact, even in small, seemingly insignificant ways, tells you that she's beginning to feel more connected to you. Social psychologists have studied the role of touch in human relationships, discovering that even brief, non-intimate touches can enhance feelings of trust and closeness. In fact, these gestures can release oxytocin, a hormone known for creating bonds and reducing stress. In short, when she touches you, it's not just about the sensation. Her body is literally signaling that she feels at ease with you, and perhaps even wants to deepen that connection. From a Stoic perspective, being mindful of these subtle cues allows you to understand her feelings on a deeper level. The philosophy teaches us to be aware of not only our own emotions, but also the emotions of others. A simple touch, in this context, can become a powerful communication tool that expresses what words cannot. But her touch isn't the only clue that she's drawn to you. Sometimes, the most powerful compliments are the ones she doesn't say outright. Let's dig into how unspoken compliments can reveal even more about her feelings. Sign number 3, unspoken compliments. Compliments are often direct, but when a woman is secretly attracted to you, she may compliment you in ways that are far less obvious. These unspoken compliments can come in the form of her tone of voice, the way she acknowledges your qualities or achievements, or even the subtle admiration in her choice of words. These moments, while not always overt, can reveal her deeper feelings of attraction and respect for you. For example, she might not say, "I think you're great," but she'll show it in how she listens intently when you talk about something you're passionate about, or how she subtly praises your character traits. Maybe she mentions how thoughtful you are or compliments your sense of humor in a way that's understated but sincere. These unspoken acknowledgments are her way of signaling that she's drawn to you, without making it too obvious. Psychologists have found that subtle compliments, especially when they focus on your personal traits rather than physical appearance, can have a powerful impact on how attraction develops. When she acknowledges something about you that goes beyond surface-level compliments, it shows she's paying attention to who you truly are, and that's a clear signal of interest. In addition to the psychology behind these subtle acknowledgments, from a Stoic perspective, recognizing and appreciating these unspoken compliments requires a heightened sense of awareness. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the obvious and to understand the deeper emotions at play in our interactions. By being attuned to these moments, you can foster a connection that's based on mutual respect and understanding. So what happens when these unspoken compliments lead to deeper conversations? How do meaningful discussions play a role in revealing her attraction? That's what we'll uncover next. Sign number 4, engaging conversations. While subtle touches and unspoken compliments are powerful indicators of attraction, nothing reveals more about someone's interest in you than their willingness to engage in meaningful, deep conversations. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she will look for opportunities to connect beyond the surface level. This means going beyond casual small talk and delving into more profound topics. Your thoughts, your goals, your beliefs, and even your vulnerabilities. This type of conversation shows that she's not just interested in what you do, but in who you are. Engaging conversations are where emotional connections are built. When she asks you about your dreams or shares her thoughts on meaningful topics, it's her way of trying to understand you on a deeper level. These conversations aren't just fillers, they are the building blocks of a strong emotional bond. Research in interpersonal communication shows that meaningful conversations significantly enhance feelings of intimacy and connection. When someone takes the time to truly engage with your inner world, it's a strong sign of interest. She's investing her time and emotional energy in you, and that speaks volumes about how she feels. From a Stoic perspective, engaging in these conversations reflects the philosophy's emphasis on virtue and meaningful human connections. Stoicism encourages deep, thoughtful dialogue as a way to build mutual respect and understanding. When she opens up to you and seeks to engage with your thoughts, she's inviting you into a more intimate space in her life. But it's not just the conversations that matter. It's also the little things she does that show her emotional investment. Next, we'll look at how her subtle gestures reveal even more about her true feelings. Sign number 5, subtle gestures. Sometimes, it's the small, almost imperceptible things that reveal the most. Subtle gestures, like remembering the little things you've said, offering quiet support when you need it, or doing something thoughtful without expecting anything in return, are often signs of deeper emotional investment. These gestures show that she's paying attention to the details of your life, and that she cares enough to act on them. For example, maybe she remembers your favorite coffee order, or perhaps she asks how a meeting went that you casually mentioned days earlier. These may seem like small acts, but they're not insignificant. They indicate that she's invested in your life and is looking for ways to show you that she cares, without making a big fuss about it. Psychological studies have shown that even the simplest gestures, when done with genuine intent, can create a strong sense of connection. These small acts of kindness signal that she's thinking about you, even when you're not around. They're her way of saying, "I'm paying attention. You matter to me." From a Stoic standpoint, recognizing and appreciating these subtle gestures is essential to deepening your connection with her. Stoicism teaches us to observe the actions of others and to understand the intent behind them. By acknowledging these small gestures, you reinforce the bond between you and show her that you appreciate the care she's showing you. But how does this emotional investment evolve into something even deeper? What happens when she starts to open up emotionally? That's when things really start to get interesting. And that's where we're headed next. Sign number 6, emotional openness. When a woman starts to open up emotionally, sharing her personal stories, her fears, and her dreams, it's a strong indicator that she feels a deep connection with you. Emotional openness goes beyond casual conversation. It's about letting you into her inner world. This is a significant step in any relationship and a clear sign of trust and attraction. This kind of vulnerability doesn't come easily. When someone is willing to share their more private thoughts and feelings, it's because they feel safe and comfortable with you. This emotional openness is one of the strongest signs that a woman is secretly attracted to you, because it shows she wants you to know the real her, the parts she doesn't show everyone. Research has shown that emotional disclosure plays a crucial role in building intimacy in relationships. When someone shares their deeper emotions, it fosters a stronger emotional bond and a sense of trust. If she's willing to be vulnerable with you, it's a sign that she sees you as someone she can rely on, and that's a big deal. Stoic philosophy emphasizes authenticity and vulnerability as pathways to deeper human connections. By being open and authentic, we invite others to do the same. If she's letting down her emotional guard, it's a sign that she values your presence in her life. But how does she treat you once she feels this deep connection? How does she show her respect for you in your interactions? That's where the final sign comes in, and it's one you don't want to miss. Sign number 7, respectful engagement. The final and perhaps most telling sign that a woman is secretly attracted to you is her level of respect in your interactions. This goes beyond politeness. It's about showing genuine interest in your thoughts, opinions, and well-being. When someone is truly drawn to you, they will show it by engaging with you in a way that makes you feel heard and valued. She'll listen carefully, make eye contact, and remember details about things you've said. These are subtle but important behaviors that show she's not just passing time with you. She genuinely cares about what you have to say and who you are as a person. Respectful engagement is often a sign of admiration and attraction, because it indicates that she values your presence in her life. Studies in social psychology suggest that people often mirror the behaviors of those they're attracted to, including showing heightened levels of respect and attentiveness. This is her way of signaling that she sees you as someone worth investing her time and energy in. From a Stoic perspective, respect is a key component of any meaningful relationship. Stoicism teaches that mutual respect is the foundation of strong, virtuous connections. If she's engaging with you respectfully, it's because she sees you as someone who deserves it. Now that we've covered all the signs, the real question is, how do you spot these signs in your own interactions? Pay attention to the way she looks at you, the subtle ways she touches you, the compliments she gives without words, the deep conversations, the small gestures, her emotional openness, and the respect she shows you. These signs, when combined, reveal a fuller picture of how she truly feels.